Hello, welcome back. My first video was called Charlotte's Costume Corner, in which I did the Wicked Witch of the West from Once Upon a Time. Thank you so much if you watched that video. It's still up at the Material YouTube website. I will include a link below. If you want to go back and check that out, thank you for all the views again. This video is going to be a costume of Elsa from Frozen, or Once Upon a Time. Supplies. There are a few other supplies that I did not include in that list, but when I was first making this, I didn't realize I was going to need them. So here's kind of a rundown of some of the other things that you might need. I forgot to include some large poster board, glitter glue, spray glitter. It comes in a spray paint can. I found out that was a lot easier to make the snowflake prints on the cape. The fabric. The fabric is the most important part of this particular costume. Finding the right fabric is what will make or break it. It's either going to kind of look like Elsa or it's really going to look like Elsa. Unfortunately, some things came close, but no one had something that was exactly what I needed. So when you can't find what you need, best place to go, eBay. I went to eBay and just searched Elsa fabric, and lo and behold, I came up with this. Just a small section of it. It's exactly what you need. It's got the perfect grain on it. It's slightly silvery. It's the perfect blue. It looks absolutely gorgeous. It did have to ship from China, which means if you're gonna make a costume like this and you want it to be specific, you're probably gonna get your stuff from China, and that's a 3 to 4 week shipment time. So don't order from China unless you have that kind of time. So here's first things first. Let me find my pattern real quick. So I got just the basic McCall's pattern from the store. It is a pretty generic pattern because it's not licensed by Disney. Sorry, Disney. Just find a size that has your size and maybe one size bigger is my suggestion. When you cut the costume, cut it a size bigger because it's a lot easier to take it in than it is to let it out, especially if you want to do the embellishments that I included in this video. If you don't want to do embellishments, you can always go out and buy some sequined fabric and just use that instead for the top. The hand sequin takes a little while, but in the end it is really, really worth it. As you're making it, keep trying it on. Make sure it's still fitting because again, once you start embellishing, it gets really hard to tailor. The top portion, which is the mesh, do not sew that on until you are finished with the embellishments on the dress. So get everything cut out, sew the dress together, but don't put the top or the arms on. I know if you've watched the movie, you've seen that Elsa has a lot of rectangle sequin things on the bodice of her dress. I know somebody with a laser cutter, and I had them laser cut sequins for me. So what I did is I called up a place called Film Tools and got some gels that you put in front of the lights for film. It actually makes for really great sequin material because you can get it in so many different colors and opacity. I laser cut all of my sequins. Here's a close-up of the colors. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. There's a silver, a slightly opaque white, a translucent blue, and a slightly opaque blue. And then I had them done in 4 different sizes. This. You can kind of see the white ones right here. And then I also cut a bunch of silver ones in these long strips because if you look at her dress, there are a bunch of these little silver ones just kind of hiding behind a lot of the blue. If you don't have a laser cutter, you can always get some scrapbooking hole punches they come in all different shapes and sizes. So I'm pretty sure if you look or go online, you can find one of those scrapbooking punches with a square or a rectangle. You won't have the nice little holes like this to stitch through. However, if you're able to find some kind of material that's a plasticky material, punching your needle through it is not going to be too hard, so you should be okay. If stitching them on is the way you're going to do that, stitch them on in small sections. Don't do big expansive sections with long pieces of thread, because if you need the fabric to stretch at all, it's actually going to hinder that stretch. So if you do them in small little sections, your fabric will still be able to stretch a little bit. Not a lot once you put all the sequins on, but it'll still have a little bit of give. So this is another reason why I say make sure you make the dress at least a size larger, because in the end it will become smaller as you stitch on all the embellishments.
Okay, all those rhinestones. So you might have noticed in the supply list that the rhinestones were listed as 15 cents, 10 cents, 25 cents. So when I got the rhinestones, I knew I was going to need a lot, because if you look at her cape, it's completely solid crystal. So what I did is I went on eBay, stayed up really late, and looked for those 3 a.m. ending auctions that had 10,000 rhinestones. I waited for them and, well, I bid. So most people aren't bidding at 3 o'clock in the morning, so I was able to get more than 15,000 rhinestones for less than $5. If you don't want to stay up all night long waiting for auctions to end on eBay so that you can bid 10 cents for a buttload of rhinestones, you can always go to Amazon as well. Amazon is a really great place to find those things. Or you can go to Michael's and get a box of rhinestones using their 50% off coupon that everybody gets in the mail every week, and get a box of rhinestones. It was $10 for about 10,000 rhinestones. The rhinestones were, I don't know, pretty big. So in the end, you're able to cover a lot of space using this box of rhinestones. So that might be another good option.
The other thing I ended up using was glitter glue. I bought 4 bottles of glitter glue, 2 silver and 2 of the kind of white AB glitter glue. And in between all the rhinestones, I put tiny little dots of glitter. So that little bit of glitter, if the rhinestone isn't as luminescent as you want it to be because they are cheap rhinestones, then that glitter kind of gives it that sparkle that the rhinestone is lacking. And the glitter is a lot cheaper than rhinestones, and you can do thousands and thousands of little dots using one of those big bottles, which is, I think is like 6 to 8 ounces, and it cost me $5. Again, if you go on separate occasions, you can get these bottles for 50% off using the coupons. So keep it cheap. Thanks for watching this video. I'm sorry it was a little bit longer than the last one, but there was a lot more information and a lot more detail. It seems like my videos are about a year apart. I have some other time-lapse videos. Feel free to check those out. If there's any questions that you have about this video, I didn't explain something, or you have a question about how to do anything, leave me a comment below and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. Also, if you want to see anything new, if you want to see a new costume or have an idea, let me know. I hope you like this. Subscribe over there, or down there, or up there. Actually, I don't really know where, but subscribe, comment, like, dislike, do something. I need to end this video now. Okay, bye.